What if walking home was treated like a crime? And the first voice everyone believed belonged to the man who wouldn't let you pass. What danger did I pose other than carrying my own house keys? Porch lights blink on as a man blocks the sidewalk, saying, "You don't live here." My name is Maya Brooks. My door is 30 steps away. A message blasts across the neighborhood app, "Suspicious woman casing homes." A patrol SUV drifts in, slow, spotlight grazing my face. "Hands visible," the officer says, as my dignity turns to a thread. Someone pressed the record. And the truth, silent at first, begins to breathe. Stay with me until the end, and don't forget to tap like, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling us where you're watching from, because what comes next will test everything we thought we knew. Maya Brooks, 34, walks home from the late shift, toed on shoulder, sneakers damp from a light drizzle. Maple Ridge is the kind of suburb that brags about safety signs and trimmed hedges. Under the lamplight, Gordon Pike, block watch captain, steps wide across the sidewalk like a gate. "Address?" he asks, chin high. Maya points to Building C, Unit 3B. He smirks. "I've never seen you." He thumbs his phone. "Stay. Police are on their way." Within minutes, the Maple Ridge app pings several phones, suspicious female wandering, backpack, possibly scouting. A grainy photo, taken too close, circulates. Porch cameras click awake. Shadows move behind curtains. The word wandering morphs into prowling. Someone adds, "We had break-ins last month." Another, "Call if you see her." Maya keeps walking toward her stoop, keys ready, jaw tight. She says, "I live here," but the digital rumor has already outrun her voice. Sergeant Cole Riker arrives, spotlight cutting a pale path. "Ma'am, step over here." He asks for ID. Maya hands it over, driver's license, address matching Unit 3B. "Why are you here tonight?" he asks. "Because I'm going home," she says, nodding at her building. Riker scans the ID, then at Gordon. Gordon shrugs, "Could be fake. We've had scams." Maya fits her key toward the main entrance. Gordon sidesteps into her path again. Riker raises a palm. "Let's slow down." Gordon leans in, "She circled the block twice." "I looped to avoid puddles," Maya says, voice low. A second patrol unit idles in. Upstairs, a window clicks, neighbor Lena Ortiz peers down, phone recording on. A small audience forms, slippers, robes, folded arms. "Hands out of pockets," Riker says. Maya extends empty palms, tote slipping. Her key fob glints. "Give me a minute to open my door." They guide Maya to the lobby, fluorescent hum wobbling. Riker radios dispatch. Gordon hovers, narrating. She kept looking at houses. Maya stares at the tenant board, her name typed, Brooks, M3B. Riker notes it, non-committal. He knocks on 3B anyway, no answer, her roommate's on a night shift. A firm rap sounds from the exterior door. And then, the knock at the door, froze every breath. The building manager, Trevor Hale, steps in, brow furrowed. Trevor takes in the scene, Maya pressed by questions, Gordon flushed with authority, Riker cautious. "This is Maya Brooks," Trevor says, gesturing to the board. "On lease for 11 months. Gordon scoffs. "People fake those." "The board is my file," Trevor replies. Lena steps from the stairwell, phone up. "I caught most of it," she says. He followed her half a block, called her names. Gordon bristles, "I was preventing a crime." Silence cracks. Trevor unlocks 3B with the master, then relocks and steps back. "Only Maya's key opens it now," he says, to confirm control. Maya slides her key, door clicks. The apartment scent, cedar cleaner, takeout, spills out like relief. Riker notes the verified residence, shoulders easing a fraction. Gordon, however, posts again, suspect inside building now. Trevor rounds on him. Our HOA forbids residents from confronting others, he says. Gordon's eyes narrow, but his thumbs keep typing. Maya sits on her couch, hands still, anger simmering. I want this documented, she tells Riker. And I want his posts removed. Riker nods, explaining the process, incident number, records request, body cam retention. Lena texts screenshots from the app, timestamps, captions, Gordon's photo. Outside, a patrol radio crackles, all quiet. Gordon paces the sidewalk, narrating into his phone like a broadcaster. In the kitchen, Maya's smartwatch pings, steps from work, timestamped like an alibi. At the precinct next morning, Maya files a complaint, unlawful detention, harassment. She requests Riker's body cam and the 9/11 audio. A clerk explains timelines. Maya writes carefully, precise. Riker, summoned to a supervisor's office, retells the night, jaw tight at his own choices. You saw the tenant board, the lieutenant says. Yes, Riker answers. We'll pull the cams. Meanwhile, Gordon uploads an edited clip to the app, trimmed to exclude his blocking and insults. The edited clip draws comments. She refused to cooperate. Look at her tone. A few neighbors pushed back. She had keys. Gordon replies quickly, scammers carry keys. A rumor blooms about casing rings dressing casual. Maya's employer emails a letter confirming her shift and end time. Trevor drafts an HOA notice about resident harassment. Lena DMs 3 neighbors to preserve doorbell footage. The thread mutates, half suspicion, half doubt, everyone sure knows. Records arrive, body cam footage, lobby camera, and, crucially, Gordon's driveway cam from earlier. Synced together, they show him tailing Maya from the bus stop, filming close enough to crowd her, then stepping in front of the entrance. HOA bylaws flash on screen at a committee review. No member shall obstruct or harass a resident. The chair pauses, eyes settling on Gordon. The rule he cast on her was now aimed squarely at him. Maya's smartwatch route shows a clean path from work to bus to building, steps counted, heart rate spiking only during confrontation. A corner market receipt stamps her at 10:34 p.m., 2 blocks away. The 911 call log tags Gordon's report as suspicious person, no crime observed. Riker's body cam catches Maya repeating, I live here, 3 times. Lena's clip records Gordon saying, you people think you can just walk anywhere at night. At an HOA special meeting, Trevor projects the tenant list. Maya's name, unit, lease date, contact info, everything matches. A murmur rolls across folding chairs. A neighbor, Ron Patel, raises a hand. Last week, Gordon stopped my delivery driver. Same accusations. Another adds, he followed my sister to the pool. The chair leans forward. This is a pattern. Someone asks about legal exposure. Trevor nods grimly. Harassment. False reports. Liability if we ignore it. Gordon arrives late, jaw set, binder under his arm. I keep this community safe, he declares. He raises his binder, printout circled in red. We are vigilant. The chair opens a folder labeled complaints, more than expected. Riker's lieutenant, invited, sits in the back, expression unreadable. We'll need to hear the full 911 audio, the chair says. Gordon flinches. That's confidential. The lieutenant speaks at last, not in a proceeding like this, sir. The audio plays. Gordon's voice, tight, excited. Suspicious woman, dark hoodie, keeps looking at houses, doesn't belong. Dispatch asks, what criminal activity? He hesitates. She's walking. The room shifts. Riker's body cam shows Gordon blocking the stoop. Then Maya's steady voice, "Sir, step aside. I live here." The chair scribbles notes. Trevor pinches the bridge of his nose. A neighbor coughs. The lieutenant writes policy review beside the portion where Riker prolongs the stop. Maya's advocate, a volunteer from a local rights group, requests the policy manual. Section 4.12 appears, non-investigatory encounters may not escalate absent articulable suspicion. Her finger taps the line. Solely walking isn't a crime. She plays the lobby cam, Maya's key and lock, apartment verified. Then the app screenshots, Gordon's running commentary labeled "Suspect Inside Building." The chair asks Gordon, "Did you delete any posts?" He swallows. Edited for clarity. Eyes narrow across the room. Lena, quiet until now, lifts her phone. There's something else. She airdrops a still frame from Gordon's driveway cam, zoomed out, his car idling at the bus stop 15 minutes before Maya arrived. A timestamp proves he waited. Trevor exhales. He wasn't reacting, he was hunting. The room hums low. But hidden in plain sight was the truth no one wanted to see. The HOA's own rulebook, members cannot patrol beyond common areas. Ever. Municipal hearing, week later. Fluorescents, nameplates, microphones that crackle. Maya sits between her advocate and Trevor. Gordon faces the panel, binder thinner now. The lieutenant outlines findings, no probable cause for detention. Policy deviations noted. Gordon interrupts, "I was protecting property." The chair lifts a hand. "From a tenant with a key?" Riker is asked, "Why continue after residency is verified?" He answers, measured, "I deferred to the caller's insistence." The panel's pins stop moving. All footage rolls in sequence: bus stop, tailing, sidewalk block, lobby verification, app posts, and then the HOA clause. The narrative tightens like a drawstring. Dispatch audio ends with the operator advising, "Do not confront." Gordon's response, already engaging, lands like a hammer. Riker's bodycam captures his own hesitation as the tenant board sits inches from him. A panel member murmurs, "Everything necessary to stop was present." The advocate adds, "And everything used to escalate was invented." The city attorney clears his throat. Findings: Mr. Pike filed a knowingly misleading report, instigated a confrontation, and violated HOA rules. Sergeant Riker failed to de-escalate after verification. He recommends a civil citation for false reporting, HOA censure, and departmental discipline. Gordon's eyes flicker to the exit. Riker nods once, accepting the consequences. And in that instant, the room fell silent, every eye turning to the truth. Maya exhales, shoulders dropping for the first time. Orders follow. Gordon receives fines, removal as block captain, mandatory training, and a stay-away directive from Maya's building. The HOA issues a formal apology to Maya and posts a community-wide correction debunking the rumor thread. The department places Riker on remedial de-escalation training and issues a written reprimand. Trevor installs new signage, "Residents may enter without challenge." Lena helps the HOA draft a "See Something, Check Facts First" policy, signed by every board member. A week later, Maya walks the same route after work, drizzling again softening the night. Porch lights glow without narrowing on her face. A neighbor she's never met, Ron, lifts a hand. "Evening, Maya." She smiles, surprised by how much that matters. In the lobby, a new flyer reads, "Walking home is not suspicious." Lena meets her at 3B with takeout and a grin. "To ordinary nights," she says. Maya clinks chopsticks like glasses. "To walking home." Maya stands under the street lamp, keys in one palm, phone in the other, and the screen reflecting her face, steady, unhidden. The sidewalk that once trapped her now looks like an aisle, simple and straight. The lesson was clear: authority without truth becomes harassment, rumor without evidence becomes harm, dignity requires no permission to exist. If stories like this resonate with you, subscribe now. Because here, every story uncovers truth, delivers justice, and leaves a lesson worth remembering.